Hello guys, my name is Nabi. I own a car dealership and today I decided to make this video to help you guys how to get your dealer license. In California, there is a requirement that we have to meet. And for one, you just need to get enrolled in a DMV approved training classes, which is pretty cheap and very convenient. And then you have to take the test at the DMV, and that is something after you pass that class. I think it is a 4 hours or 5 hour class. It depends on what kind of class you take. Most of them are just a 1 day, and then certificate to as a proof that you participated in a DMV approved class. Then you could either have the same day a test or maybe make an appointment. The test DMV is 40 questions, and the certificate you got from your class is going to be required by the DMV. And then you choose what type of dealer license you want. There are several dealer licenses. I personally got the retail because I wanted to sell to the public. Or if you want to do a wholesale, you could just get a wholesale license, and that is something you could have access to the auction. You could get cars from the auction, but you cannot sell to the public. You only could sell it back to the auction or sell it to other wholesaler or dealers. For retail, you could sell the car to the public, you could sell it back to the auction, and therefore you need a location, office, display area, and that location has to meet the zoning requirements. And then you choose what type of business you want. There is sole proprietorship, or you could choose LLC, S corporation. Since a lot of you guys start as a new dealer, S corporation or LLC are for a little bit bigger businesses, but you still could do LLC. And I opened mine as a LLC, but I regretted it because there are some taxes that is based on your gross sale, and I think that's good for bigger companies. If you're with a partner, you start with a partnership, so it's pretty much you have both of you guys names in the every single document. So it's a 50-50 or whatever percentage you guys choose. You could just fill out the form when you send the application, and that's something. But you guys both have the same authority as a management, so you cannot, because both of you guys are partners. And the worst thing about partnership is sometimes if you decide to one of the partner get out, and you have to close the business, and that's what I experienced. I was partnered with one of my friend, and we were doing really good for like 2 or 3 years, and then we decided to go on our way, and I didn't know that we had to close the business and start all over again. Basically, I purchased the business. We had some office supplies and stuff. I thought that would be a better option for me, but I didn't know that I have to close the business and go start all over again. So if you're a partnership, be careful. The time you wanted to separate, you have to close the business, and you could still stay at the same location, but you have to go get all those documents again from the zoning, from the city, seller's permit, business license, name, everything have to change. And then you need to have your business license from the city, which is a requirement. And you need to have a bank account and location. Make sure it meets the zoning requirements for a used car dealership. Since if it is a retail, it needs a 2 parking requirement, and then you have to have a display area, an office with all the secure filing cabinet with a key. These are all the requirements. Get a dealer bond. That is 50,000 minimum dealer bond, but that's a very important requirement. And then number 11, you need to get a live scan. So California DMV requires you to have a live scan for your background. Number 12, submit the application. I think that is a Form OL12, and you have to fill out the application. DMV has a package that you go download the checklist or whatever other requirement you need, a copy of driver license, proof of your bank account, a copy of your training class certificate, and the fee I think is $175 application fee per person, and then $90 each license plate. Since you open your dealer license, you get a license plate per person if you wanted to, and that's a good privilege to have. You could drive any car and you could put that license plate, but that has to be only you or your employee to just in a business conduct. $1 for family program. They charge I think $16 for exam fee, and there might be some other fees that I might not include in this list, but the whole thing is not that much. And then you just need to wait until the inspector, the DMV, you drop that at the DMV occupational licensing branch, and they have an inspector assigned to you. So they will come look at your location, see everything, the sign you have. There is a requirement on the sign. What would be the size of the sign? So you have to make sure you get all those things. And then you have to have all those, the license from the city, seller's permit already put on the wall, and make sure your office is secured. For the folders, filing cabinet, and everything must have a key and be able to lock that. Because that is basically, it's a big responsibility. You're keeping people's driver license, other important information, so you have to be very responsible for that. That is pretty much the end of it. Once you get the DMV inspector, you should be able to issue your dealer license, and from there you could just go register the auction and you start buying car, and then you could sell it. I hope this video helped you. Looking forward to see you guys in the next video. Make sure